This is FYI on your TV, brought to you by Hometown News. I'm Kathy Botham, and I have got Sara Paquin with me, and I've got Kathy L'Italian with me. You are from Nurse Next Door. Now, I just met you a couple of weeks ago at the Parkinson Super Walk, too, and what a pleasant visit what that was, and I thought, I have to get you here, and we have to learn more about what you do for our communities. And when I say communities, it's massive.
It is.
Yes.
Let me describe it, maybe.
Yes, you are the owner. You're the owner, too.
Owner.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I live in Perth. I've been there almost 20 years now. I love it. And we operate in basically rural Eastern Ontario. So to give you an idea of what that means, let's say, and that's not all the communities, so we are even in Barry's Bay, if anyone's asking, like Pembroke kind of area, and then Renfrew, Arnprior, Mississippi Mills, Carleton Place, and then Perth, Smiths Falls, Kentville, where some of us live, Russell, Embrun, Hawkesbury, Clarence Rockland. So that's kind of one of the kind of swaths around between Ottawa and Kingston, call it. And then we also go to south to Tweed, Belleville, Prince Edward County, Trenton and Brighton kind of areas.
Wow.
So a very large area, because our dream is to bring healthcare so people can stay at home in their rural location.
Yes, and that's a goal for so many families as well, too. Yes. Absolutely, yes. Now, Sara, you are the community engagement specialist.
Yes.
So what is that? What do you do?
Basically, my job is to reach out to different members of the community, different organizations, tell them about us, spread our goals and our dreams, and help find new employees as well. And to reach out to different organizations just to let them know we're there, and we're there to support them as well.
Okay. Now, you're Nurse Next Door. Now, you have qualified people. They're all qualified people. You have PSWs, nurses.
We have PSWs, RPNs, and RNs. We also have some DSWs, so that's a developmental. So very qualified. We're insured and bonded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're always hiring. So
Yes, you're always hiring. Yes, for sure. You have a big catchment area.
Yeah.
And you know what? The need is so strong out there, too.
Yes.
Exactly.
There are so many people at home not knowing that there's services like this, and there's people at home knowing there's services and waiting for them, too. So there's just, the clientele are there, and it's like you say, we're trying to keep people out of nursing homes and out of long-term care and hospitals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of time people are, they've worked really hard, they've created the home that they want to live, retire, and stay in, and it gets a little more difficult, they need help, and they're faced with two options: go to a retirement home or stay home. But we're another option. They can stay home with us there.
Right.
And they can stay there as long as they want. We offer all of the supports, including transportation, including light housekeeping, including meal preparation.
Okay, and we were talking before we started taping too, and I'm learning as I'm going too, because I'm learning about you guys. There's companionship. There's things. You were talking about transportation and taking people out in the community.
Yeah.
I just assumed Nurse Next Door was in home care, but you take people out in the community.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. And we also ask a question. I think that's really important. What did you used to do that
Yes.
used to do and love doing that you're no longer doing? And we try to, we inject that back into everyone's lives.
Right.
So really, in the end, it's the individual that we're with, our client, their family, like it's the whole thing, and that collaboration with other healthcare providers for the families.
So once again, people don't know the services are out there. That they could be getting some help with their loved ones at home, or they could self-refer as well.
Absolutely.
Does that happen a lot?
Yeah. Because we are a private company,
Right.
We don't need a physician or a doctor's referral to come to use our services.
Okay.
Yeah, and we offer free consultation, so they speak with a very qualified nurse and assess the needs, and
Now you have a wonderful website too, because you've got a live 24/7 scheduling specialist, so somebody is always there to
and
answer.
we always have someone on call as well if that's needed.
A local
Okay.
someone on
Yeah.
call.
Yeah.
And what's lovely with that 24/7 is it also helps support our caregivers when they're in the field. So say they're at a 24-hour, they're working a night shift, and they need some support. well, they can call in. There's an RN online there, or they can reach out to one of us. The other part of that is it's attendance monitoring. So if our caregiver doesn't arrive within 7 minutes, it starts an investigation.
Okay.
And the caregiver is called, first of all, to check to make sure the caregiver's safe. You know, we
Yes.
live out in a rural community. We have snowstorms, we have
Right.
everything. Well, they'll call, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay, I'm stuck behind a snowplow. Okay, we'll let the family know. And then make arrangements and let them know.
Well, that's care and wellness for your staff.
Our
as well,
staff
too.
as well,
That's
yeah.
wonderful too. Now, your website, you've got lots of different areas of support that you provide and everything. Of course, I went right down to caregiver relief and respite care because we have to take care of the loved ones
The
who take care of,
caregivers,
yes, that take care
absolutely.
We let
of the loved
family
ones.
be family.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And let family be family because you end up taking on a different role when you're taking care of a loved
Exactly.
one that you never expected to. So,
Yeah.
so that's what
And-
that one of the things you provide.
Yeah, exactly. And because at that stage you become so task oriented, you forget.
Yes.
You're not able to because you don't have the capacity. So
Right.
The relief that the families feel once we start working with them is
Right.
huge.
Right.
Like
Right.
the
Right.
testimonies we get, are amazing.
I can.
Oh, I was going to say, and to add to that, our minimum visit is 3 hours. So it gives the main caregiver, the family caregiver, a chance to go have a cup of coffee, go do something for themselves.
Right.
Or sleep.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
But, it's not a short visit. It is 3 hours. We get to know our client, but we also get to relieve the family member.
Yeah, and it's full scope. So they see something that can be done, do the dishes or a meal. Like they are they're very good at figuring out how to enhance that person's life.
Right. You know what I find nowadays too? Well, nowadays, the last few years, so often people go in and have surgery done, and 30,
Left
40
on
years
their
ago,
own.
you were in the hospital for a week.
Right.
Now, like you get a hip replacement, a new knee, and you're home for supper.
I
Yeah.
know.
Is that the sort of
Yes,
because I worry about that, especially for some people that that's so out of their spectrum to have to care for wounds and
Exactly, and so we offer post-operative care.
Right.
What happens if you're living alone and you don't have a family member nearby to look after you? We do offer that post-operative care for as long as they need it. If they only need it for 2 days, we only offer it for 2 days. If they need it for 3 weeks, well, then we're there for them for 3 weeks.
Okay. Now, is there an age?
No.
No, there ain't no age
No,
requirement.
we have pediatric patients.
Okay.
We have
I'm glad
young
we
adults.
brought that up because
Yeah.
you tend to think it's older people,
Yeah, so-
seniors that you do this for. But
Yeah, a lot of people need help in different ways. We support young adults. Sometimes there might have been a motor
accident,
vehicle accident or a stroke. That happens at all ages.
cancer treatments,
Exactly.
all sorts of different things
Exactly.
too. Yeah.
So the age is not a barrier.
Yeah.
No. And really, our goal is to help that person be autonomous at home, and then success looks like at some point is our services are no longer needed.
Right.
Yeah.
And so often you go into these situations, the family has got you to come to care for their loved one, but you are such a good support for the person,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
family member too.
Absolutely.
With it, that's not why I called. I wanted you to take care of my aunt or
Yes.
my
Yeah.
mom or my father, that sort of thing. And
Yeah.
you're really a big support for the family member as well.
And maybe if I may, palliative care as well is a time, it's a different chapter of everyone's life.
Right.
Right? And I've found that also families don't know what they don't know. I think we kind of lost what that looks like,
Right.
that last chapter.
Yes.
And how do we make it more peaceful? And I'm not going to say we're necessarily the experts, but we've built up quite an expertise
Absolutely.
in helping the families, but also plugging them in with other services that might be able
Right.
to support the person and also the families and stuff like that go through that chapter
Wow.
with as much peace as possible.
Because for sure the province offers fantastic supports, and there are local hospice organizations here that are just amazing.
Yes.
But sometimes there are gaps, and we can help fill those gaps in care.
Absolutely, absolutely. So if somebody was to call, what is the wait time? Would you say you'd be able to get somebody there pretty fast?
We have done things within a couple hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
And have made huge differences because people are exhausted. So
Yeah.
hopefully they call us before they're that
Yes.
exhausted, right? But yes.
And I think people, when they go in for some types of surgeries, even open heart, you're home within days, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
People are surprised at that, and it's like, oh my goodness, what have I got myself into here as a caregiver, as a
100%.
family person? So
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I know we're all over the place with so many things that you do here. I just wanted to get you here and get the ball rolling. We need to have you come back, and maybe we'll start just focusing on certain things
Oh,
at
that
a
would be
time. That would
lovely,
be
yeah.
really great
Yeah.
to do that. And
Yeah, we could have some other team members, some of our
yes,
nurses and care
absolutely.
designers come as
I
well.
would really like that. I
And
would
maybe
really
a
like that.
caregiver too.
Yeah. In the meantime, if people want to come speak to
yes.
us, we're going to be at the night market, A Harvest for Hospice, in Kentville at the Kentville campus,
Oh,
and that's
wonderful.
this Thursday evening.
Oh, okay.
And so we'll have a booth there.
Let's say the date, because I know this show
Oh,
is
yeah.
going to air after this
That's
as well too.
Oh, okay. So that's September 26th.
Okay.
At from 4 to 7:30 at 75 Campus Drive.
Mm-hmm.
We're also going to be in Perth on October 1st at the Legion for the Senior Active Living Fair.
Wonderful.
And that's put on by PEP Senior Therapeutic Center.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be there and they can have a chat with us there.
Excellent.
We'll also be at the Kentville Farmers Market on October 6th, and we'll have a booth there. And we'll be partnering with Beth Donovan Hospice, where they're working to unlock the beds for palliative care in North
Yes.
Grenville.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amy Tibbin, she's a good friend of mine, and
Yeah.
she's
That's
a
awesome.
regular here
Yeah.
too from the
Yeah,
Donovan
so,
Hospice. So yes,
yeah.
wonderful, wonderful. In the meantime, how do people get a hold of you?
So nursenextdoor.com.
Yep.
We have a phone number there. We're also on Facebook and Instagram, and they can reach out on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn, Kathy L'Italian. Reach out there or on Facebook. There.
Yep.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much for coming here today, Sarah and Kathy from Nurse Next Door. Thank you very much for everything you do for everybody in the community and helping keep people at home.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah.